Hello, hi, hello everyone. Hello, yes, welcome to Gradeup. I'm Saral and I would be talking about today's session. So here we are utilizing the bootcamp sessions effectively, and today we are going to talk about bar graphs for the same. So I'll be taking one or two sets, and through which we'll be discussing some basics of bar graphs, right? One by one. I hope all of you can hear me and see me as well. Okay, good evening, Kajal. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. So before starting, let me just tell you about a little bit about Gradeup Super. So the subscription model that we have, under that you have three type of subscriptions: 18 months, 6 months, and 3 months. So obviously you'll be getting all the access for these many months according to that subscription model. You'll be getting all the structured live courses, full syllabus, the doubt resolution, obviously all the expert faculties who are teaching you, and everything, all mock test, sectional test, all kind of material that is needed, that all would be there in that, right? So I am Saral Naishir. This is all about me. I'm teaching for last 16 plus years now. I have a good percentile in CAT, QA, as well as DILR, and I've mentored more than 10,000 students in all these years. So let's straight away come to the point now. So what is the objective? So we just want to revise some of the important concepts and applications. So today we are going to talk about bar graph by this. So we are doing some small sessions after every few days for the same, and in these we are just talking about different concepts in each of these sessions. Obviously, through the sessions, we just want to have a fair idea of our strength and weaknesses, that while doing the questions, how comfortable you feel about that. So we'll be talking about that. So what kind of questions are to be done, what are not to be done, we'll be talking about those things. And obviously, through the concepts, through discussing the concepts, we want to develop that skill set where you feel comfortable with these questions, that okay, whatever comes now, I can deal with this. This is the basic objective of all these, right? Okay, so the right strategy obviously is important. So we have it here. So I'll straight away come to, oh, I think I have some different, just a second guys. I think I took some wrong PPT, which was same till this point, but obviously not right. So just give me a moment guys. I opened some wrong PPT, I think. So yes, now the right one is there in front of you. Yes, Kajal, can you see the screen on which a bar graph is there? Can you please confirm so that I also know that what's going on with this? Kajal, please confirm once that you see the bar graph on your screen. Yeah, I can see that the bar graph is there. Okay, okay, Kajal, thank you. So an institute prepares students for two exams, CAT and ZET. All the enrolled students appear for both the exams. The graph below gives the percentage of enrolled students who cleared either of or both of the exams over a period of 5 years. So this data is all about people who have cleared CAT or ZET or both. So 2015, 16, 17, 18 and 19, we have data of 5 years here. So if you look at this graph carefully, so 2015 may I see this figure. Now how would this figure be? I have this line as 35%, this line as 40%. To make the things easy for us, he has drawn some smaller lines as well. So 36, 37, this line is 37%. Similarly, if I look at this, it is 30 plus 2, that is 32%, and this line is 16%. So once we understand one of these graphs, obviously one of the bars, the others would automatically be understood. Now the point is, let's completely understand this before moving to the questions. 37% of the people in 2015, they cleared CAT. 32% of the people, they cleared SAT. Nowhere it is written that these 37% who cleared CAT, they did not clear anything else. They might have cleared ZAT as well. Similarly, those 32% who have cleared ZAT, you can't say they have not cleared anything else. They might have cleared CAT as well. So basically, these 16% that you see, these 16% are included in these as well as these. So I'll do one thing. After subtracting 37 versus 16, I am left with how much? 21%. So this blue figure is for those guys who cleared only that particular exam, whether it is CAT or ZAT, right? Similarly, out of these 32%, when I take out 16%, I am left with 16%. So 2015 may now I can say 21% of the people, they cleared only CAT, 16% of the people, they cleared only ZAT, and 16% of the people, they cleared both. So basically the people who cleared both, those 16%, were there in those 37% as well as those 32%. They were included in both of them, in 37 as well as 32. So I have just subtracted them now. So if the question asks me that how many students have cleared at least one exam, I would say that 21% have cleared this, 16% have cleared this, and 16% have cleared both. So 21 plus 16 plus 16, that will make the answer as 53%. So 53% people have cleared both of the exams or one of the exams. These all are included in that. Now if I subtract this 21 plus 16 plus 16, that is 53%, from the total, what am I left with? 47%. So 47% people are those who have cleared none, right? Because if 53% people have cleared either CAT or ZAT or both, so remaining people, that is 100 minus 53, have cleared none. So all this hard work is to be done only on one graph, because once you do it on one bar graph, now for others, you just go by the formula rather than every time doing this, that why should we subtract it from total, why should this be subtracted to get only this. So that is not to be done. So once you do it for the first time, then look at it carefully, that what am I doing, and after that, whenever you are doing it on the others, you just replicate whatever you have done on the first bar. For example, here now I see this figure is how much? 29%. I'm sorry, color is important. So this figure is 29%. I see this figure is 36%, and I see this figure is 15%. First of all, only CAT, only ZAT के लिए I'll have to subtract. 29 minus 15 is 14. 36 minus 15 is how much? 21 again, and then 15 is 15. And when I subtract all of them from 100, I get those people who have cleared none. So 14 plus 21, 35 plus 15, 50. So what am I left with is 50%. Okay. So now I don't need to go behind the logic of this. Why did I do this? Because I have already done that and I got that what is to be done. Okay. Similarly, next one. This is 31%. I see that this is 34%, and I see that this is 18%. Right? Once you subtract them, 31 minus 18 gives you 13. 34 minus 18 gives you 16, and then 18 is there. Subtract 13 plus 16 plus 18, 29 plus 18, 47. So I will be left with 53% who have cleared none. Next पे आते हैं. This figure is 28%. This figure is 39%, and this figure is 14%. If I subtract them, I'll get only this. Only cat is 14. Only z is 39 minus 14, that is 25. So 14 plus 25, 39. 39 plus 14. 39 plus 14 is 53. 53 subtract karte hi none aa jayega 47%. And last is 33%. This is 29%. And this is 11%. After subtracting, I get 22%, 18%, और इन सबको सब्ट्रैक्ट करूंगा तो 40 plus 11, 51, 49% cleared none. Should we do this much in the exam? It depends upon you, how comfortable you are with the bar graphs. So if you do this, I would not say you are doing anything wrong, right? Reason? See, the point is that once we have written all the values, now whatever the question would be asking me, obviously he would be asking you something about these figures only which are written over here. So I have done all the hard work, and now I'm not going to get confused with the figures that what can be there later on. Okay. Second thing, the second important thing is, in this case, you might say that we have done a lot of calculation, probably that is not required for some of the questions. So shouldn't we do it question wise? As I said, you can. But the important point is, once we have done all the calculations once, so the chances of doing any calculation twice or thrice, they would obviously be zero. Otherwise, what happens sometimes, we do some calculation in a question, then we do the same calculation in another question because the same data is required there as well, and same calculation in some other question because the same data is required there again. So probably I would be doing the same calculation thrice while during the set. So that time basically would not be wasted. So you can do this if you are comfortable. If you ask me that if I am writing the exam, I'll not probably write all these values. I will go question wise because I'm comfortable with bar graphs, right? So if you are not comfortable, this gives you a confidence that okay, I have done everything, I have understood this. Now I just have to look at the questions and answer. Okay, look at first question. In which year was the percentage of enrolled students clearing neither of the exams the highest? देखिए, अभी हमारी काम आ गई मेहनत. I'll just look at all these figures at the top. Which is highest? This is highest. So my answer is 2017. Straight away I'll get the answer. Whereas a person who has not done this work, obviously he would be again doing all these things that we have just did. Right? It saved our time. Let's move on to the next question. If the number of students clearing both the exams was the same in 16 and 17, so these two figures are the same, what is the ratio of the number of students in 16 and 17? So 16 mein this percentage is 15%. You can see this. 17 mein this percentage is 18%. He says 15% of number of students in 16 is equal to 18% of number of students in 17. So can I say students in 16 upon students in 17? ये नीचे इधर जाएगा तो ये नीचे इधर जाएगा. It would be equal to 18% divided by 15%, and 18 by 5 3 से cancel out होते ही it would be 6:5. So therefore the answer for this question is 6:5, and that original data was not needed this time. In this question it was not in it, so we did not have to do any process here. Yes, Kajal, correct. 6:5 is absolutely correct. Okay, let's move to the third one. If the number of students clearing only CAT was the same in 2015 and 18, so 15 and 18 ka only CAT is same. I think we have already calculated this. So let me just go back and write these figures. So see, these figures were 21 or 2018 में 14%. So basically this figure was 21% and this figure was 14%. He says these are equal. So just going by the logic of previous question, I can say if 21% of students here and 14% of students here are equal, then the number of students in these 2 years must be in a ratio of 14:21, right? Or this 14:21 can also be written as a ratio of 2:3, right? Now the question says, then what was the percentage increase in the number of students clearing only Z in 18 as compared to 18? That means I need the data of only Z as well. So I'll again go back. Only z यहाँ कितना था 16 और यहाँ कितना था 25. So they were 16 and 25%. So I had 16% here and 25% here. So 16% of 2, that is 32, right? 25% of 3, that is 75. So the question is 75 is how much more than 32? So I see it is 32 plus 32, that is 64 plus 11. It is 43 more on a base of 32. So 100% say it is definitely bigger, but all my options are also greater than 100%. Point is which option would be correct. So 100% say how much more it is? 11 more. And 11 is approximately 1/3 of 32. See, had it been 33 in the denominator, so 33.33% aata na, it will be slightly more than 33.33 above 100. So 100 plus 33.33 plus something. So my answer would be second option, that is 134.38%. Yes, any doubts? If you have a doubt here, you can always post it. I repeat, this was 16% of the total number of students. Total number of students is 2. So 2 into 16% is 2 into 16 divided by 100. So 2 into 16 is 32 divided by 100. Similarly, on the other side, 3 into 25 divided by 100. So 3 into 25, 75. Or 100 se 100 cancel out ho gaya. So I straight away calculated that 75 is how much more than 32. It was 43 more. 100% is 32. 11 more was remaining. That I calculated like this. Okay, Kajal says clear. So let's move forward. Oh, long question. The number of students clearing only Z in 19 was 46 more than number of students clearing only Z in 17. So only Z 19, only Z 17. Let us just see these values. Only Z 19 is this. Only Z 17 is this. 18% and 16%. So this figure is 18% and this figure is 16%. He says only Z is 46 more. So this figure is 46 more than this figure, right? Also, the number of students clearing both the exams in 19 was 13 less than number of students clearing both the exams in 17. So this figure, it is obviously how much percentage? 18%. And this figure, which is 16%, so ये इससे कितना कम है? This is 13 less, right? So you can say 16% of the number of students in 17 is equal to 18% of the number of students in 19 minus 46, and 18% of number of students in 17 is equal to 16% of number of students in 19 plus 13. Right, this is plus 30. Okay, yes, Bharat also says no problem. Again, what is the total number of students who could clear either of the exams in 17 and 19? So this is a long question, long calculation based question. If you are doing this question in CAT, I would suggest leave it, because from this set you have already done 3 questions, right? Now this question probably would take as much of time in which you can do 3 more questions of some other set, or you can completely read the other set. So such a question should not be done in the exam, though we'll be discussing it here, but exam mein keep this in mind. ऐसी किसी भी चीज को you just have to skip. Okay. 16% of 17 and 18% of 19, they differ by 46. 18% of 17, 16% of 19, they differ by 13. What if I add the two equations? So can I say 34% of 17 and 34% of 19 is ये कितना आएगा? Minus 46 plus 33 is minus का 33. Similarly, if I subtract them, minus 2% of 17 is equal to 2% of 19, and because we are subtracting, we get 69. Minus 46 minus 13, sorry, 59. This is 59. I'm telling you, it's a long question. Obviously, we have to do a lot of calculation here. Now, from the first equation, I will get the number of students of 17 plus, sorry, minus the number of students of 19 as minus 33 upon 34%. Okay, and from the second equation, if I take it on the other side, number of students of 17 plus the number of students of 19, दोनों को ऐड करते हैं, this will be 59 divided by 2%. So minus 33 upon 34% and 59 upon 2%. So now these are long calculations. I'll have to calculate these values. From there, I'll get the value of S17 and S19. Now, what is the question asking me? Could not clear either of the exams. So we have already written them here. Could not clear either. So यहाँ पे this is 53% और यहाँ पे it is 49%. So what exactly do we want? 53% of the number of students here. Oh, sorry. 53% of the number of students here and 49% of the number of students here. 53% of the number of students and 49% of the number of students. In these two areas we needed this. So we got it now. Again I repeat, lengthy question. I would suggest leave such a question and move forward. There is no point. Though I can just explain once again what are these equations. From the first equation he says 16% of 17 ka students is equal to 18% of 19 ka students minus 46 because they are 46 more, and 18% of 17 ka students is equal to 16% of 19 ka students plus 13 because they are 13 less. Important is that this is 16 and 18, this is 18 and 16. So if we add them, we get 34 for both. That we did in the first equation. If we subtract them, we get a difference of 2. We get it in the second equation. So there are two equations in which S17 minus S19 is there. In one, S17 plus S19 is there. Two equations, two variables. Solve them, put them here, get the answer. Extremely lengthy equation. Extremely lengthy equation. Right? Exam के लिए तो I would always say that just skip this question. भूल जाओ, करना ही नहीं है. No point doing such a question. कभी भी ना करो. ठीक है, बढ़े आगे. नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं. एक और चीज जो मैं देख रहा हूं वो ये, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट वर्क करने की कोशिश करता हूं. जस्ट टू टेल इट टू यू, I saw that 53% is here, 49% is here. So I'm just thinking that what smart work can be done. So let me just try it once, guys. Let me just see. Am I visible to you? I'm trying to just hide that area so that I can write something there. Kajal Bharat, am I visible or not? If I write there whether I would be visible or not, I just want to see that. Okay, I'm still visible. Yes, I'm not. Okay, so I am going to write in that area. See, what am I going to do? I'm just telling you now. See. ध्यान से देखिएगा, थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट वर्क कोशिश कर रहा हूं मैं करने की. कैसे? कैन आई से फ्रॉम हियर दैट 17% of S17 minus 17% of S19 is equal to, नहीं हो पाएगा शायद, ये प्लस 17 होता तो शायद बात हमारी बन जाती, बट इसमें दिस इज डिफिकल्ट. नहीं हो पाएगा. I thought probably we can do something good here to make the calculations easy, but no, that cannot be done, I think. ठीक है जी. So let's move forward. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं हम लोग इस क्वेश्चन से. This is another question on bar graphs. So you see that the table, the graph given below represents the population of 6 towns of a district. The table below gives the ratio of men to women and of women to children in these 6 towns. Okay, so population is given to you, and the ratio of men to women and women to children is also given to you, and now he would be asking you questions on the basis of this, obviously. So again, as I told you before as well, you can do one thing: either first figure out all the ratios once and start doing the questions, or you do it question wise. एक बार question number 1 के according you do it, but I always prefer that do them एक बार सारा, just make all the figures, just try to figure out all the values rather than calculating the same value again and again. Do that work for first 4-5 minutes and then straight away start answering the questions. For example, first of all, if I look at the ratios of men to women to children, in case of you, what will be the ratio of men or women and children? The ratio would be 3:2 is ratio of men and women, right? And women to children is 6:5. So can I multiply this ratio by 3 and get the final ratio as 3 3s are 9 and 3 2s are 6 is to 5. So 9:6:5 is the ratio of men, women and children. 9:6:5 is the ratio of men, women and children, right? Similarly, from the second equation, it is easy. 4:5:4, right? 4:5:4. फिर R पे आता हूँ. It is 5:9, 3:1. So we have to multiply this ratio by 3. This will give me 5:9:3. फोर्थ पे आते हैं. 7:8:4:5. तो इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करता हूँ. 7:8:10. This time 3:2 and 7:6. So I'll have to multiply this by 7 and this by 2. So 21:14:12. And last में I have to multiply this ratio by 3 and this ratio by 2. This gives me 9:12:4. Right? नहीं, 2 से नहीं, 4 से करना था. 8. 9:12:8. So I hope you know how to find out the ratio from A is to B and B is to C. Find out A, B, C. So obviously by making B equal, yes, Bharat has written all the ratios as well. 9:6:5:4:5:4, 5:9:3:7:8:10. Yes, Bharat, I think I am also correct. 21:14:12 and 9:12:8. So thank you for confirming, because sometimes, yes, we make mistake while making calculations, but two people cannot make the same mistake. So if you have got the same answers, now I'm more confident that my answers are correct. Okay, so let's start now distributing these values. We also have the total populations. जैसे ये PQRSTU की दे रखी है. Population of U is 87, T is 94, S is 75, R is 85, Q is 78 and P is 80, and it is already given that these populations are in thousands, right? These populations are in thousands. So let's just make a table and write down all the values over there. Okay, so in the table I would be writing P, Q, R, S, T and U. यहाँ पे I would be writing men, women and children, and the total population would be written over here. Let's start writing. So if I see in P there are 80,000 people. Ratio 9:6:5. So करना क्या है? 9 + 6 + 5 20. 20 का 4 times is 80. तो सबका 4 times हो जाएगा. 4 9s are 36, 4 6s are 24, 4 5s are 20, and total population is 80. I hope this is clear. Just add the ratio. See how many times the total population of that is. As many times the total population is, you take as many times of those numbers in the ratios to get the number of men, women, children and total. Let's do it for Q. Q में सम कितना आ रहा है? 4 + 5 + 4. 4 + 5 + 4 is 13. और ये 78 है उसका 6 times. So 4 का 6 times is 24, 5 का 6 times is 30, 4 का 6 times is 24. Total is 78. Same for R. 5 + 9 + 3, 17. 17 5s are 85. So 5 5s are 25, 5 9s are 45, 5 3s are 15, and total is 85. Look at S. 7 + 8, 15 + 10, 25 का 3 times is 75. 3 7s are 21, 3 8s are 24, 3 10s are 30. Total is 75. T. 21 + 14, 35 + 12, 47. 47 का double है 94. So 21 का भी double, 14 का भी double, 12 का भी double, और 94 है total. और लास्ट 12 + 9, 21 + 8, 29, 3s are 87. 3 times सबका कर देंगे 27, 36, 24, 87. Keep this in mind. All these figures are in thousands. All the figures are in thousands. Okay. I hope this is clear, guys. You have understood this. So now we just have to answer the questions. Let's see what are the questions with us. First question. The number of men in town T is what percentage of the number of women in town R? So number of men in town T. How many men are there in town T? 42,000. And number of women in town R. Town R में women कितनी है? 45,000. So the question is 42,000 is what percentage of 45,000? This is our question. So zeros will cancel out. And 42 divided by 45. So 3 से cancel out होगा 14 divided by 15 पे. So 1 by 15 होता है 8.33. Sorry, 6.66. 14 times of that would be 93.33. That is 100 minus 6.66. So 100 minus 6.66, 93.33% is the answer for our first question. I repeat, we got 14 by 15, which is 1 minus 1 by 15. 1 by 15 is 6.66. 1 is 100. 100% I mean. 100% minus 6.66% is the answer. Next question. Let me just erase it. Which town has the highest men to child ratio? Highest men to child ratio. That can be calculated from here only. Men to child ratio. P के case में what is the men to child ratio? 9:5. Q के case में the ratio is 4:4. R के केस में the ratio is 5:3 and T के केस में the ratio is 21:12 और 3 से cancel out हो गया 7:4. So this 9 by 5 is 1.8. This is 1. 5 by 3 is 1.66 and 7 by 4 is 1.75. So I see that the largest ratio is in terms of P. So P is the correct answer. Kajal, you got T as the answer? I think T में it is 1.75 whereas P में it is 1.8. Please check again. I think 1.8 should be the answer. And please correct me if I am wrong. Possibly I have made some mistake which I am not able to see here. 36 by 20 is 1.8 and T के case में it is 14 by 12. 20. I think this is correct, right? Bharat, you are also getting the same answer, T or P? Okay, so I feel this is correct now. So let's move forward to the next question. Next question that we have is this. 70% of the men, 75% of the women and 90% of the children of the town S are literate. What is the number of illiterates in the town? Let's calculate this. 70% बात हो रही है टाउन एस की, राइट? सो टाउन एस की अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूं, टाउन एस की टोटल पॉपुलेशन इज 75,000. 70% ऑफ द मेन, 70% ऑफ द मेन का मतलब है 21 का 70%. So that is 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14. So 14.7 thousand men हो गए, right? 14.7 thousand men. Okay, you got the mistake, ठीक है. 75% of the women, women कितनी है? 24, 24 का 75% is 18,000. And 90% of the children, children कितने? 30, तो 30 का 90% is 27,000. They are literate. So how many are illiterate? So literate people are 14.7, 18 and 27. If I add them, 18 plus 14 is 32, 32 plus 27, 59.7 thousand people are there who are literate. तो illiterate कितने हुए? 75,000 minus 59.7 thousand. It gives me 15.3 thousand. So 15.3 thousand is B. The point is, once we have made a table, so now bars are no more a bar for us. Okay? Bar is no more a bar. And it is not creating a problem because everything is written in the table. So I do not have any difficulty solving it. Okay? Let us look at the next question now. How many towns have at least 25% of their population as children? So at least 25% of the population as children. Let's see. So at least 25% of the population as children. So I just see here, right? कि क्या ये इसके 1/4 से बड़ा है या नहीं, right? In the first case, yes, it is exactly 1/4. In the second, it is greater than 1/4. In the third, it is less than 1/4, greater than 1/4, greater than 1/4, greater than 1/4. So in 5 towns, I see that the number of children is at least 25%. At least 25% matlab at least 1/4 of the total population of that particular town. So in 5 towns it is there. So I think this was the last question on that. So as I told you, bar graphs would no longer be a problem. It's just a way of representation. Once you write the data in the form of a table or anything else which is more comfortable to you, bar graphs will not create a problem for you. I think you can easily do it, right? Yes, Bharat and Kajal, both of your answers are correct. Okay. So that's all for this small session, guys. So now we are launching a batch CAT 2020 for CAT 2021 kids. It's the second batch that we are launching. It's a comprehensive course, right? So complete study plan would be there with you, and it will start on 19th of October. And obviously all the faculties that you have, they have 99 plus percentile in their respective areas. So complete conceptual clarity would be there for you. Exhaustive day-wise plans would be there. They would be there on your app. Every topic would be covered. It will include your after CAT exam process as well. That's the GD, VAT and PI process. Everything would be covered. This is the timetable. The classes of QA and VARC would be at 7 o'clock on these days, and DILR would be on Tuesday, Saturday at 5 p.m. Right? Sunday would be the day for the practice tests and revisions. Right? This is the complete thing that we have. These are our heroes who would be teaching you. You can see their profile along with their beautiful faces, right? So some more and a few more, right? So I have already told to you about the subscription model, guys. So I think that's all from my side. This is about that course that I was talking about and some other courses for 2020 which are going on. Okay. So all the very best, guys. See you soon. Thank you very much.